What's going on, everybody? It's G Man. Y'all doing well? I really been catting a little bit, getting this whole channel and everything off the ground. Uh, I've been recorded a bunch of stuff already for you guys. If you guys, anybody that follows me on my other channel, they've probably seen it. I've been posting it there, but I'm really going to post some of the stuff. I may just go ahead and post some of the older stuff too, because YouTube is really like a giant catalog. It's really like a giant search engine, literally like one of the largest in the world. So if anybody has any, I just they can maybe get some gems from some of the stuff that's already taken place earlier this year that I just been commenting on, man, as I just go through this journey of learning and growing into becoming a full-time professional trader, someone that supports myself as well as invest into many of the other ventures and things that I'm into. So that's really what we're doing, and just also creating a lifestyle for myself. Like many of us get into it. That's what it's about. Like not trying to be 9 to 5 out, not trying to do a lot of other things because I was blessed and fortunate enough to at a time um, support myself, creatively just through the things that I did. People know I worked in film, music industry, things of that nature, and even that was it's a different feeling. Like it's just this is unlike anything else. It's a little bit similar. Like if I was just how like just how some producers like mail-in producers, they just wake up, make a beat, and mail it in. But you have to work and put in grind to get to that point. It's the same thing with this trading. Like I understand, yeah, to get to the point of um, making of making 20,000 a day, like 100,000 or 200,000, all these numbers that's very attainable and possible, and I've seen and heard stories from. You had to start somewhere. I had to start somewhere. Like even me, I had to start. I had a period where it was over. It felt like almost a year where I just was straight demo. I didn't really. I was saving money up here and there, but I was just still kind of timid, wasn't confident in myself, and I still didn't have a full grasp on everything. And I was in a position to where it was other things that I could do with that money. I kind of just needed. Well, it's all a mindset at the end of the day, but I didn't have a bunch of money to just use, so I wanted to wait until I had more certainty. And now it's to the point where you know we were getting there. We built it up. We built it up. We started putting it in. Started with 50s, built that up to 100. Put a little bit more in. 150. Got that up to like 500 or something. Lost a bunch. Like got back, was down to 150 or something. 200. We built that back up to 200, a couple few hundred, and then just recently over the past couple of months, or really I guess the last month, March or whatever, was able to take them, I guess, a couple of hundred, whatever, up to in $1,000 range, and so from there I fluctuated a bit, but now I'm here at the ceiling of I created a ceiling of about 1,000. And then recently, within this month of April, I really took that all the way up to around 3,000 and some change, and really, that's where I'm realizing that psychology does play a part in it, because something actually did occur to where like I had to shelling out a few thousand on repairs for my car. So luckily I've been saving. I've actually been saving out to end up moving and stuff, but that was a catalyst for me to help me want to even get to the point of to turning, because I had been fluctuating around that 1,000 to 1,500, 2,000 range, but then I was able to take that all the way up to the 3,000 something range, and I am within a training space, of course, and that's where I'm just still learning and utilizing things, and as I'm going through different mental exercises and drills and processes to get to the level. Like I'm sure you guys know about Mark Douglas. If you don't, dive into Mark Douglas. Like he has all type of different exercises that can help you with your mental psychology, and that's what I suffered from. We got to that $3,000 range, and I just, for one, I got tired, and I wasn't able to have the best trade management, and that's why it's all about timing and everything. That particular trade, it was like I just was over leveraged in a bit, to a sense, like, and to me, still within my parameters. Like I'm not an account blower. That's not what I do, because, like I said, I came from a place of not having no bread, so I'm not about to blow no account. Like, I got it close, like when I had went to that all the way down to 100, but like I said, I started with 50. So, and now even here, like I said, I blew that 3,000 down to 2,000. And now I'm like, and that's where I also learned too, because, like, as I said, I had a $3,000 repair, right? So I'm like, shit, let me go ahead. I'm gonna just get the whole 3,000. I'm gonna get the whole 3,000. And that mentality of just being overly greedy and not, and yeah, just too focusing on the numbers and the money, not doing what the charts say and what the fundamentals dictate, and also within that, over leveraging, because you're not giving your stops full room. Because a couple of times I was stopped out and then shit went in their favor, and then just taking them each trade, all of the same shit, basic shit. It's like, and that's what I've been learning as you grow levels and go level to level, you just revisit those same building the good have those same issues that you had at the lower level. You revisit them same things. You just gotta learn to deal with the higher numbers, the more money, the the larger swings, like $500, $1,000 swing that occurred to me just in the past 24 hours. Like, and me building up and being over time and building that account up over time is something that I have luckily been able to understand to a level. Yeah, see that big ass hornet? Dope. See at the time. But yeah, that is something that I have been able to build up over time. But, and also, like I said, dealing with like I wanted another piece that I wanted to drive into, and I was trying to speed this up, but let's see if I can try to make it in 10 or 15 minutes. But did have another portion that I wanted to touch into, which is FTMO, it being funded and stuff. And that is a route that is looking like I'm headed. Like I said, I'm moving into being full time, making this for a period a mainstream, or definitely a mainstream income. But like I said, I eventually want to diversify and build out. Like, I just encourage anyone else to do. Take these funds, and that's why I say pay yourself and invest into other things you're interested in. Invest in yourself. So that's what I'm doing. Like, anytime, that's what I've realized too. Just cap that off. Anytime, like I pretty much, like I said, I went from 1,000 to 2,000 to 3,000. It's pretty much happened very quickly, like, and so that's pretty much. Even though you're looking, like I'm saying, you're looking dollar amount, but you still have to think percentage wise. So that's 100%. That's definitely 100. I did that twice. So having that 100%, like anything over that, like I feel like once you start getting in these higher ranges, like where it's like, okay, you just 100% it. Like now you just sound like you talking crypto numbers. That's when you want to just go ahead and pay yourself. Because you're gonna pay the market otherwise. Like, you're gonna pay the market back. So just pay yourself that way. Like, I just have the way I've been looking at it. All right, just you got a managerial fee, you got research fees. You know what I'm saying? You got execution fees. It's all these different fees that you have to pay yourself for. Because at the end of the day, you're doing like real work. This is real. It's stress related. It's everything. It's time consuming. It's a skill. Like even just getting to this level of being in the thousands, like it's taking like time, just because of, like I said, confidence was the biggest thing. Because could I have gotten here sooner? Yeah, probably. But would I have felt more confident, and would I have been closer to blowing the shit? Now I'm not blowing it. Now I just took out probably about like a 900, 1,000 or something, and I make some videos about like what the withdrawal process and things that I do, because I gotta remember, still newbies and people that still how I was a couple of years ago getting into this, so they don't even know like this whole thing. And I want to talk about all that too, also, like as I continue to do this. Like it seems like even though we're making money, so it's off a profit, it's no problem. It's like just breaking people. It's just like paying your overhead, but in a sense, it's just like it seems like we do be getting taxed a lot. The bank will tax you. The crypto terminal, or the exchange will tax you. Your broker for sure is gonna. I mean, but that's just out of profit off. But that's the same notion though, right? And then now what? Taxes, right? You have to pay taxes. So that's when down the line, as I get to that point and everything like that, and get more established and build these numbers and go through the process. Like I said, I'm going to be becoming a funded trader, and that's what sparked it for me, because there's paperwork involved in that, is taxes and things involved with that. So that is something that I've been thinking about, and I want to do my homework on, and I want to share that information when I do find out about that. So, because I think that is one of the biggest things that still isn't talked about enough in this whole thing. Is I'm glad to see the influx of information and people, like, even that's people that have inspired me and helped me just to get along my journey, and that's what's prompting me to do this, because I want to be there for someone else. But there's still some areas that aren't touched upon, like taxes. People don't speak on that. People don't speak on corporate structures and things of that nature. They do a little bit, but it's a lot more on technicals and fundamentals instead of stuff like that. So I'm gonna probably end up sitting down with some people, CPAs or legal, something, like, as the numbers increasing, as we move through the year into next year, and put this together, make this a reality. But yeah, so like I said, man, I'm looking into being FTMO. For now, I'm gonna start with FTMO, and y'all let me know if there's some other ones I should hop into or look into. Like I say, I only know a few, like what my Forex funds, or top tier, or 5% or whatever, or something. Yeah, I think Q got whichever one. So I'm still not super versed on it, because for a while I just wanted to trade my own money and things of that nature, but this whole situation with everything has taught me, like, to just be more assertive with this shit. And you do have the ability to take it there and make it there, like make this a reality full time, like no job shit, no like driving Uber, whatever the fuck, like you do, like working in a cubicle, whatever you do, call center, like I done did it all, warehouse, I done did it all. So we here, man, and that's what I'm saying. It is a lot due to the people that are put themselves out there, man, and tried to help and show what's possible, and that's what I'm here to do, man. From here, it was in April 2022, 2023, and definitely 2024. I'm gonna be talking from a different perspective and a different background. I'm going after this FTMO. Like I said, if I just imagine what if I were to do a half of that. I mean, like I said, I did really like 200%, but let's over that. But let's say just 50%, 50% on a 100K account, because that's what I'm looking at doing. Like, if 100K, I'm gonna start with that one, and just work from there. Like, if you like 50% on a 100K account, that's $50,000. 70% of that, like, come on, guys. It's not that hard. Not that hard to do. But I also know it's not just as easy as it's easier said than done. That's why I'm going through the process. I encourage anyone, go through the process of demo. Like I said, and as I wrap it up, I wanted to be under 15 at least. I went through the process of demo for a whole year, just working when I was working in the warehouse. Like, my girl at the time, she's like, when are you gonna use some real money? This, that, the third, like all of this. But like, when I just even told her how I just was doing from 100 to 1,000, that process, like going talk to her about that shit, that's something, like $1,000 somebody could use at any time. Like, so, and now this whole process of just me putting it to my mind, up in my lots a lot, and just seeing like what my account can handle and stuff. Not necessarily still when they have under, good risk tolerance, good risk management, but we're about to do some different things. I'm probably gonna have a couple of different accounts. One, some regular conservative accounts, FTMO account, and one that I push and I try to play with a little bit more, as I build these finances back and keep building and growing this account back up, man. So lay out one of the first few videos. I'm gonna just release this one, and like I said, I'm gonna release all the other ones. Like, forget it. I was trying to do all this chronological order, but whatever, forget all that shit. But I'm gonna just drop stuff, man. It's GFX, bro. We're gonna have a lot coming. I'm gonna eventually go into the charts and stuff, which I'll talk about things. But I love to just discuss news, events, fundamentals, like just concepts, just talk things out, man. This is just a forum at the end of the day. I'm still learning. I'm a student. But I feel like I have, a couple years at this point in life of experience just studying the game. And now I'm in a point of implementing that and tailoring those strategies for myself. So if there's any beginners or anybody that's got 10, 20 years of experience and want to reach out, want to help, whatever, like I want to eventually talk to other traders and other people, because it's not too many people within my network that do. I know some people, but not especially in my immediate circle. So, and the summertime coming up, so we may make some moves. We may be in some different areas. We may do some vlogging. We may try to teach some other homies how to do it, or we may have the whole thing going. So, y'all let me know any suggestions. As always, love y'all. Anything is possible. This ain't G Possible channel, but it is still. It's GFX Investing. And shout out to my Forex family.